Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy back with another episode on the rise, man. We back full in effect. I got my brother with me today. You know what I'm saying? My brother Trey. We're gonna discuss a few things, man. First, we're gonna get into this Antonio Brown situation, man. So I know y'all probably seen, well, if you haven't seen, you probably living under a rock or something like that. But he got released again from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So basically, what happened was um, something was reported. It was like two sides of the story. You got AB side and you got the Buccaneers side. And basically, what happened was what we all seen on camera was AB taking off all his like equipment, his pads, his uniform, shirt, throwing it in the stands, launch that man. I'm talking about like just like it's something we never seen before. Like you doing that during the game, and you know what I'm saying. Then you doing jumper jacks, like going out trying to hype up the fans and stuff, and then run out the tunnel. And then the very next day, you courtside at a basketball game, and it's like you don't give a fuck. When I say that's like, bro, that's like on a whole nother level. Like he a different breed, bro. That's different.
Bro, did tweet super grim though. That nigga was not
but my sense, like this shit gotta stop. Like I just don't. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like why he always gotta be that guy everywhere he go. It all started with the Steelers. Antonio Brown is probably one of the best receivers to ever play the game. Like ever listen. Like I'm talking about like for it was probably like a 5 year stretch where he was just going 1,000 yards a season, 100 balls, like double digit touchdowns, all that. But it all started with the Steelers. He in the locker room. He on live after the game while Coach Tomlin is trying to have a meeting. I'm trying to have a post game meeting, and it's like that's inappropriate. It's like he talking and you on live trying to get everybody on camera and talking and all this other stuff, and you basically like airing out what he's saying. Like that's supposed to be like exclusive. That's supposed to be private. That's supposed to be in house, and like you airing that out. Then they have a problem with that. And then Juju gets MVP for that season because that's when Juju broke out as a star. He ain't like that. It seemed like he was jealous of him. So then he have a fight with, well, not an actual fight, but have some words with Big Ben, throwing a tantrum on the sideline about not getting a lot of balls. And then it just got too much, and then they cut him. So then you go to the Patriots.
Oakland first.
No, it went to the Patriots first. Remember that first week? He only lasted 1 week. It was so short, you probably forgot. Like, he went to the Patriots after that for like 1 week. And then he snapped. He played it off. He played the Dolphins. He got off that game. And then the very next week, it's like everything blew up again. Like some girl accused him of rape and stuff like that, and sexual assault and all that. And then he just started snapping on the girl, like on social media. And then he don't stop there. He snap on the owner. Like, you snap on the owner of the team, and then it's like, okay, we done with you. Because he based on had like one strike you out policy. So then he goes to Oakland. Exactly. Then you go to Oakland. And then that's what I'm thinking, like, okay, he finna be a star because he gonna be their main target. He gonna have him, Waller, Derek Carr can get you the ball, new coach and Gruden. I feel like he had an opportunity to like rewrite his story. And then he don't even get to the first game. I don't even think he played a preseason game.
He get into it with one of the coordinators, right?
He got into it with the coordinator. He got into the ice chamber. I mean, he got into some type of chamber
without the proper shoes.
Shoes, and he had went there with wet feet. So if you get into an ice like something that's real cold, you went there with wet feet. Of course, it's gonna mess your feet up. Frostbite. I'm thinking he just messed up his feet just running routes and stuff, and that just happened over time. I got that started. I'm like, wow, that's stupid. So then you record Gruden phone conversation without his consent and made a highlight video of it. And then you start like you snap on everybody. You snap on you snap on Roger Goodell. You snap on you just really just going off, like you just being an asshole. So then they let you go, right? And then when you get the news, you let go. You do this like little video. You look at your phone like, oh, like and all that. I'm like, all right, bro. You know damn well you're not happy about that. Like you just got released again. So then everybody was done with him. Everybody was done with him. And then the one person who was like, okay, I'm gonna stick in your corner was Brady. Brady let him live with him. He trying to like, you know what I'm saying, be there for him. He already gave him an opportunity the first time he got burned with the Patriots. Then he's there for you again. He's the only one in your corner. And then AB even said he look at him and like he respects Brady. Like that's like a brother figure to him and all that other stuff. I mean, the man let you live in his house with his family, his kids, his wife. You know what I'm saying? Give you your own room, like coaching you up, trying to give you good advice, steer you in the right path. It's like, okay, I ain't gonna let him down. You know what I'm saying? So then, boom. Last year, I didn't really hear nothing about AB. Did you? Like, I ain't really
chilling.
Yeah, he was chilling. Like and then, you know what I'm saying? He played his role, and he still was a big threat. Actually, he was probably the best receiver on the team. And then, boom, you win the Super Bowl. So then I'm like, okay, AB finna break. I like AB back, and I be damn. As soon he was basically been good all season, and then Godwin tears ACL, and then Fournette gets hurt, and then Mike Evans get hurt. So now it's like, okay, we need you now. So now he's going back to the old AB ways. Like before, I feel like he was acting like all good and stuff because he know he's expendable. Okay, they can let me go, and they still probably going to the Super Bowl. But now he see all these injuries going. It's like, oh, y'all need AB? Y'all need me? Y'all need me? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna show my ass now. Oh, y'all want me to come to practice? No. Y'all want me to go in the game? No. But he's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, I just don't. At some point, bro, it's not all about you. It's like he come off as the type of guy. It's like everything is about him. If it's not about him, it's an issue. It's like I'm gonna break this whole thing up. I'm gonna cause friction. I'm gonna talk about people. I'm gonna rant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, at some point you gotta stop. Like you gotta look in the mirror at some point. But that's really all I gotta say, man. Like,
what I gotta say, I'm gonna tell you AB side on that. I'm gonna say AB not being treated fair, man. I know what he did in the past was a little fucked up and all that, and then we know America, we judge. We don't never like forgive people for what they did. Like, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I say he's not being treated fair, the man has problems. And they fail to acknowledge that. Get this man the help he deserves. Not notice I say need, deserve. The man he put everything on the line night in and night out for the Steelers. He put the work in. He took the NFL to another level. Like who ain't want to watch a Monday night football game with AB, Big Man, Le'Veon Bell going against the Ravens Monday night? You tune in. So I feel like AB, you know what I'm saying, give him his roses. He did his thing. So now that this man is hurt, and we know it ain't no rumor, we know he having brain problems, possibly CTE. Nobody wants to.
Is it like for sure CTE?
But that's just it. Nobody wants to like acknowledge that. Like nobody wants to say, hey, AB, like nobody wants to take a chance. Like, hey man, let's get you seen. Let's get a professional look at you. Something like let's see what the problem is. Nobody wants to do that. But time you mess up, like, oh, AB back at it again. So you know. Then nobody wants to hear AB side of the story either, bro.
He did post like this little
he posted something.
Like saying like this long paragraph of like his side, and he was like just talking about the injury, like how bad the injury was.
And he said like before that game, he got shot up.
Yeah.
And he said he has text messages from the night before him and the coach was talking about the injury. You know.
Yeah.
And so from what AB was saying, the whole team and staff knew that he was hurt. And they shot him up, and he said he still couldn't do that. Still couldn't go out and play. You know what I'm saying? He went out there, gave what he can give, but if he can't go in, he can't go in.
But what was all that about with because it was a report saying that he started going at Brady, and during the game he started going at Brady and stuff, talking about like I guess first of all at that point AB had like what I think it was like 5 targets in the first half, 5 or 8 targets. It was one of them. I'm not even sure right now, but that's a pretty good amount of targets for one half. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Brady don't throw the ball to one receiver.
Right.
Like, he spread it out.
He spread it out. He knew the situation he was going into when he went to the Buccaneers. When you go into a team that has Mike Evans, Pro Bowl receiver, Godwin, Pro Bowl receiver, Gronk, GOAT tight end, you, one of the best receivers. You got Brady. That's a lot of mouths to feed. You know what I'm saying? But it was something that happened. Like, I don't know if it was during halftime or right before halftime, and he was throwing like a little tantrum, or like being off to the side and stuff, not talking to nobody. And then Brady walked up to him and was like, "Hey, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "I guess you going to your boy Gronk again, huh?" Like, they saying, like, trying to pull that card, like, you ain't looking my way, you keep going to Gronk, because Gronk had the mismatch. You know how Brady is. He gonna feed the mismatch. If you got a mismatch,
and I mentioned y'all losing to the end, like y'all losing to the Jets.
Yeah, they were losing.
On that part, yeah, I can say he was being selfish. But I don't think this one right here. I just don't think it's all AB, man. I don't think so. Like, if the man say he hurt, let's take that into acknowledge. We went to preseason. This is one of the best receivers on the team. So if the man say he hurt, let's look at him. He also said in that the tweet he put out, they didn't call for a medical staff to evaluate him. They didn't acknowledge that, and they knew he was hurt. They just get out there.
But let me put you in his shoes real quick. So they have incentives for AB because he's a problem. So they don't really guarantee him a lot of money. So they basically put a lot of stuff in his contract, like incentives. Like, if you reach this, you get X amount of money. If you reach this, you get X amount of money. That's how he make his money for the most part. So basically, he had $1 million on the table within that game and the next game that's coming up this weekend. And then he basically threw it all away. And he was like 1 touchdown away, I think like 8 catches away,
55 yards.
And like 55 yards away. And each one of those was $333,000.
Mm-hmm.
And altogether, that's about almost like $1 million. I don't care how much money you got. $1 million is $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And then with AB, all the cases that he you probably got to pay lawyers. You still, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to do all this stuff. I know you got a lot of money, but it's like $1 million can help. You know what I mean? And you know what's at stake. And you willing to throw all that away because of that? You threw all that away. Even if your coach did say you're done. That, bro, playing sports, coaches get frustrated. We get frustrated. The players get frustrated. Everybody get frustrated in tough times, especially when you losing. So even when you say you done, you know damn well Brady not going to allow that at the end of the day. Even coach say you done, Brady going to be like, hey, man, what you doing? Why you on the sideline? And he going to, same reason Bruce Arians didn't want you on the team. Bruce didn't want him on the team. Like, he said it, like, before he even got on the team, like, nah, that type of personality not going to fit in our locker room, stuff like that. And then like a few weeks later, Buccaneers just signed Antonio Brown. Who do you think that was cuz? Brady. So, like, it's like I'm not throwing $1 million away because I got an attitude. It's like, bro, you tripping. At some point, it's like, bro, you got to take account. Even if you got mental, like if you're going through something mentally, CTE, I'm not saying that's not a big deal. But you got to want the help as well. People can try to get you the help. But if you're going to be like, man, I don't need that stuff, because it's been reported that AB act like he don't need no help. Like, ain't nothing wrong with him. Like, get out of my face. Like, I'm straight. I'm good. If you're going to be denying it, it's like, okay, you got to take accountability then. If you up here telling everybody that, oh, I'm good, I'm straight, I don't need it, leave me alone, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, then you got to take accountability at some point. That's all I'm saying. At some point, it's like, bro, when is it going to stop?
So let me ask you this. Do you think AB done?
Crazy, but no. I feel like somebody going to take it's going to blow over. It's not, he done for this season.
You know who I feel like going to take a chance on? Nah, if you notice, when he got released, well, even not even, because technically he didn't get released till yesterday or the day before yesterday. We'll cover that. But
I think it was
he went live 4 days ago. He was talking about Big Ben.
In the car.
He was like, hey, y'all think Ben done? Y'all think Ben has a lot of football left? You know, mine just for somebody, you know, brothers fight.
Yeah.
You know, we had our disagreements before brothers fight.
Yeah. So,
and it's not like female, you know, dude, we can talk. It might take a while, but we can like see past the difference, especially when you being competitive.
Yeah.
So it's not for, okay, Ben having a down year, Brown having like an okay year, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they probably talk.
Him and Big Man.
I feel like they talk. For him to say that out of the blue, it's a hunch. But I just feel like, hey man, one more year, me and you back together, and don't be surprised. You might even see Le'Veon and Bell back in the mix to get that trio back together, just to give it a try. I know it's a little bit off topic, but
I get
them three. They probably realize that they're stronger together because remember all of them like went their separate ways, and the shit has not been cool. Only person that was successful was Antonio Brown, and he really wasn't the same either. So when they was together, like the ALC, that division, they ran that shit. I feel like with Ben, I don't think it's Ben last year.
Yeah,
I think he might. If Ben play one more year, if he does, I just got a small feeling that Antonio Brown, him and Antonio Brown will try one more time. And then at
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, at Pittsburgh. And I feel like Le'Veon
Bell. You know your boy Najee there. You think Le'Veon coming back?
He may not start, but I'm just saying, just to get back in that field, that chemistry. Like Le'Veon
that
Bell
happened, I would be shocked.
Le'Veon Bell could be a third down, you know what I'm saying? Because he fit that for some reason. He could be a third down running back. They can have packages for him, but just to have him, don't be surprised you see Le'Veon Bell back. Because he's old now too, so he probably don't even want to carry that little.
That's a hot take. Hey, I never thought about that. I never thought because it's ironic that all three of them are like in sticky situations, right?
It's just the fact that he went on live and did that. You wouldn't expect like him to. He ain't even say nothing about Brady. He said something about Ben. That's the first person he talked about.
But you think that what he do you feel like what he do be calculated or is it just impulse? Like, I'm mad, I'm going to just go on live to say some shit. Or is it calculated like, all right, I already talked to Tomlin. I'm good with the Pittsburgh staff still. It's a good chance that they might reunite us. So let me go on live and put something out.
Nah, I just think
he don't seem like the calculated
kind. Nah. I think him and Ben talked. They probably got back on good terms, and still the offense a little crazy right now. Ben old. Ben need one more. I know Ben didn't want to go out like that, like this. You at least want to go out on your heel. So
I think Ben done though.
I think
Ben.
For AB to say that though, just for AB to say that, I feel like him and AB talked some way, somehow within that time.
Yeah.
Even like during that season. You never know. Like they probably talked about like, okay, I'm gonna be free agent next season. I just feel like somewhere down the line, Ben and AB have talked and put their differences aside and made it back up. And like, hey man, let's try it one more time. Yeah. Let's go on out. Pittsburgh made them. Let's stay home. Let's try one more time. And like I said, with
Triple B's, Bell, Ben, and Brown.
And don't be surprised, like I say, if you see Le'Veon, don't be surprised. So I feel like Pittsburgh might have a reunion. Remember, like you heard it from me first now. If it does happen, you heard it from me first.
Yeah. Hey, he definitely is. Hey, because I never thought about that coming because it's like, dang, they got young receiving core.
They do, but they got experience. But just by him reaching out to Ben like that, they caught me off guard. So you just got to think. But Antonio Brown, you got to think outside the box, man. You never know his move. Yeah. And what other team would take him back except for the team that actually know him?
The team that's trying to win. I see like maybe Kansas City.
No, I don't think they would. Just because they don't.
Ever since they lost Sammy Watkins, they need that second guy to take some of the attention off of Tyreek Hill because you see what they're doing. They basically doubling both of them. They're doubling Travis. They have someone sit on routes on Tyreek Hill up the corner, up in jam coverage and stuff, and then they got somebody over the top stopping everything deep. So they looking for that, and it's been rumored that they either trying to look at somebody in the draft as well, like a receiver. So why not get a proven guy? I mean, if he can keep it together. That's the thing with AB. AB's still one of the most talented guys.
Andy Reid is known for taking chances on people.
Exactly. All the time.
Andy Reid is known for people say, but
it might not work, but he will take the chance. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, I could probably see that.
And you would actually have you couldn't double nobody. It would be in the same situation like Brady was in. Everybody getting single coverage. So that's basically what it is, man. Hey, we back with another episode, man. It's your boy Twan, my brother Trey. We out, man. Yes, sir.